Hey, it's Sean with Sean's DIY and Reviews, and this is going to be a series of videos here on this Ram 1500. So just picked this up the other day. It has 245,000 miles on it, check engine lights. So I got some of those checked out, and I know what a number of them are and some of the things that we've done. So I'm going to show you real quick first a walk around the vehicle, what we're dealing with, and some of the different things that this truck already has, and kind of talk about some of the things I've done yesterday and the day before and the things that I still need to do. And I'm hoping there's no transmission problem, but there are some transmission codes. But stick around, I'll explain some of the codes that we have here. So let's turn the camera around and look at what we have here. All right, so first thing is these little shocks. They wore out, so that's why I'm using this makeshift thing for now, but I will get these new shocks to hold the hood up. First thing I found, there was no washer fluid, no big deal. Transmission fluid was a little iffy. I opened up the air box to see whether the air filter was clean. And these are things you should do with any vehicle when you first get it. See if the air box was clean, the air filter or whatever. And there was no air filter in it whatsoever, which is absolutely horrible. So I put an air filter in here, took this off because of that. And then behind there is the intake right over here, and I got some intake cleaner, and I sprayed that and cleaned that out. So that was that was a 15-minute project or so. The guy I bought it from said he thinks it needs a new thermostat, which is down below. He did put a new water pump on, so that's good, and it's not overheating. It's staying about middle, which is fine. But I think I'll put the thermostat on, and hopefully that maybe that even helps with a couple things. What else? You want to test your battery, check your brake fluid. You want to check your power steering fluid. We'll probably flush definitely we'll flush the antifreeze coolant out of here. He also had too much transmission fluid in there. I measured it, and it was to the hot. When I pulled it out, it was to the hot level when it should be to the cold level when the engine was cold. So I siphoned some of it out from there, but eventually I'll drain it and replace it too. With a high mileage engine, if it has the original transmission, you may not want to do that because that could cause slipping and maybe make you need a transmission. But let's just walk around here and see some of the other things we need. I've done a video on another vehicle. Basically, these headlights are kind of messed up. It looks like somebody tried to sand them down and did a horrible job, maybe with sandpaper, which is terrible. But I might get one of those kits to try to just clear this up so we can see it better. If not, maybe I have to replace these, and it's the same on both sides. Same thing here. It looks like somebody tried to sand it, did a horrible job, and just gave up, which is good because at least they didn't sand the front part, so give them credit for that. Now, tires. This tire has good tread to it, so you'd think that would be pretty good, right? But if I look along here, it's all dry rotted. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's lots of lines here from dry rotting. So this tire is no good. Usually there's a code on here somewhere that tells you what year it was made. I think this is it, 2505. So this is a 2005 tire. So this was probably the original tire maybe that came on it. I don't know. Then inside was just pretty dirty. So just cleaning that out. The one seat here was kind of beat up, but somebody sewed it back together. Whatever, for the price I got it for, I don't really care that much. It's just a beat up kind of truck to just do stuff with, and I figured do some projects. I got some air conditioned refrigerant to try to kind of revitalize that, and I have a couple videos from other vehicles that I did that with. You can probably see here, this is probably about the filthiest seat I've ever seen. So I really don't know what the heck, they were eating ice cream here or something and melted it all over the place or what. I'm just gonna hope that was the case. So that was a Michelin tire in the front. This one says RB SUV. So this is an SUV, I guess, tire made by, looks like Iron Man. Never heard of that brand. Tell me in the comments if you heard of Iron Man brand. And anyway, that's clearly a different tire on the back. Come over here to some bumps and nicks and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. Then I'm gonna come over here, and here's a Goodyear tire. So 3 different brands so far on tires. This is a Goodyear Forterra. It kind of doesn't look so great on the side. I'm gonna replace all the tires. There's a little pitting in here, some over there too, so that tire is not good. And then, you know, a few dings and stuff here. There was no mirror here. This mirror was busted off. I just put it on until I can buy a new one. And then this tire is the most concerning because it's all worn out over here. It also came with a spare in the back that was worn the same way. So that to me tells me that there's probably an alignment issue with this wheel, assuming this is where this tire was the whole time. I don't know that for sure. More likely than not, so I'll have to go get an alignment as well. And obviously replace all the tires. A few scrapes over here, and that's about it. I also changed the crankshaft position sensor, which was down underneath the engine over there. That wasn't that bad of a project to do. So yeah, there's a walk around the vehicle. Those are the things here. This is the crankshaft position sensor. This is the old one. Some oil on it, probably the original. And yeah, it wasn't hard. It was one bolt. The hard part was just wiggling this thing out to get it out. And yeah, I got a little baby bee there visiting, sitting on the edge here. So yeah, so that's that. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to clear the codes one by one. It also has a misfire on spark plug number 8, or on cylinder 8, which could be a bad spark plug. It could be a bad coil. It could be so 3 things, right? There's the air that could cause a misfire if you don't have the right amount of air. The fuel, so if the fuel injector could be a problem, or the spark, right? So the spark could be a bad spark plug, or the ignition coil not delivering the spark. So misfires on cylinder 8, and for now I'm just going to replace all the spark plugs because I don't know how long they've been there, and may as well just do that. What the heck? Hopefully that cures that problem. And so the code there was P0308. So the 30 series means what plug it is. So 301 is plug 1, 2, 3, 4, 307, 308. So 8 is having the problem. So the way these are is, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be the furthest one back there. But like I said, I'm going to pull all the plugs and just replace all the plugs. Ask any questions down below, and I will answer any questions you have. And then if you want to see a particular video or have me explain something that I've done in a video, by all means ask. So with that, I will say thank you so much for watching this video, and definitely like if you appreciate this video. Consider subscribing. We will see you on the next video.
How many people watched?
0.